Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Today on The Young and the Restless, Billy and Lily get on the same page. Sally pushes Adam to open up, and Nick checks in on Sharon. Credit: CBS screenshot. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. Billy stops by Lily's office at Chancellor, hiding something behind his back. He prompts her to guess what it is. She runs through her wish list with no luck. "Tada," he says, revealing a golden golf putter. Lily wasn't expecting this. He explains that it is a gift for the company and reminds her that it's a joke back from the days of Chancecom. As they start putting on the floor, they tease each other. He wants them to be on the same page about everything. He's planning to be partners with her for a very long time. Billy and Lily discuss their staff, and he admits that he sometimes feels like Chance still looks at him like a cop. He checks his phone, and then complains about how much he wants to wring Adam's neck. Billy explains that there was a blow-up between Adam and Chelsea over Connor. He feels bad about it, and she won't talk about it. As a mom, Lily understands how upset she must be. In Victor's office at Newman, he and Victoria read over the PR statement they are releasing about the changes in the company. He thinks it shows how important family is to them. She suspects that's a dig at Jack and suggests they delay releasing it. When Nikki arrives, he assumes they are up to something. They want assurances, preferably in writing, that Nikki will be able to return to her old position when she is ready. He tries to chuckle this off, and they accuse him of wanting to keep Adam at Newman Media. Victor doesn't appreciate last-minute demands. They make it clear that Nick is on their side, and they have also spoken to Adam. Victoria thinks everything needs to be clarified. He suggests they are accusing him of planning to screw them over. His wife refuses to work with Adam, and so does Victoria. "Oh yeah, that's so?" he asks. He assumes they think they have him over a barrel. Although he wanted this to be a surprise, he's going to tell them all what's up his sleeve. His sons have to join him before he does. They are eager to hear the news immediately. In Adam's office at Newman Media, Sally wonders what's wrong with him. He insists that it's all about his son and what he's going through. She senses it is about more than that and asks him to be honest with her. Did she do something to upset him? He assures her that she is not the cause of any of this. He's just not proud of the way he's acted lately. Sally wants to make sure she is supporting him in the best way possible. Taking her hands, he assures her she's done everything right, and he's grateful for her. He's been lashing out for the wrong reasons, and he hates that. Spectra assumes there is something he's not telling her. "It's Chelsea. I made such a mistake," he starts. They sit down on the couch, and he explains how hard it has been to keep it together as his son declined. It was hard to be strong for his son and Chelsea. "I was so damn weak," he admits. She urges him to tell her everything. He claims he lost it on her and treated her horribly. Sally is sure Chelsea knows he didn't mean it. She hates that all of this has been eating him up and broiling him inside. He says he's feeling regret in spades right now, which is why he's been pushing her away. That's the last thing he wants, and he's eager to make it up to her. His phone dings and Sally urges him to take it. Everything makes perfect sense to her now. Adam still hates that he's been all over the place emotionally and swears he never intended to hurt anyone. She wonders how intense it got with Chelsea. Was it more than just blowing up? He asks her to stop dissecting this. She needs to get to a meeting, and he wishes her luck. As she goes, Sally confirms to Adam that they're good. But outside, she pauses and sighs. Sharon is at home adjusting pictures on the mantle when Maria texts, reminding her there is a meeting in a few minutes. Sharon had completely forgotten. Nick arrives and announces they need to talk about what is going on with her. Upon entering, he notices that her takeout food has been sitting there unopened for hours. She offers him some potato chips. As he crunches on them, she tries asking about the flavor. He guesses she's trying to avoid talking. Sharon claims she's getting everything under control. Her ex reminds her of her snapping at Phyllis earlier today. She claims Phyllis just presses her buttons, but will admit that some of her behavior has been unusual lately. She's confident she will return to her sweet self once her meds are leveled. Nick hopes so, but she's been saying that for some time. "It's nice to see how much you care," Sharon says. They talk about Faith and how amazing it is that she overcame everything that happened with Cameron. Nick says she's safe now. Sharon is so impressed by the way she's bounced back. He adds that the trauma never really goes away. Sharon guesses he's taking about her. Nick reminds her they have each other to lean on. Sharon is inspired by how fun and supportive he manages to be. She's been leading Warren into the pain and worry. The day you become a parent is the day your heart starts beating outside of you, she says. The topic turns to Summer, and he fills her in on his daughter's fight with Kyle and the looming custody battle. It doesn't help that Phyllis is fanning the flames. That's no surprise to her. Sometimes he wishes he could save Phyllis from herself, but her heart is in the right place. Sharon worries about her talking to Faith and putting her foot in her mouth. They talk about all the storms they have weathered and how Hurricane Phyllis has usually been in the middle of it. She's stirred up some resentment in Sharon, especially since she has been thinking about Cassie so much lately. Working at a company named after her and seeing Mariah every day makes it hard not to think of the daughter they lost. She can't believe it's been nearly 20 years since that happened. It may not be as debilitating as it used to be, but Nick assures her he will be there for her when she needs him. That means a lot to her. He knows how hard it is for her to admit there is a problem. Sharon insists there is nothing to worry about with this, and it's under control. Nick says he will always worry about her. How lucky am I, she says. Nick gets a text from his father, summoning him to the office. Sharon thanks him for stopping by to check on her, and he reminds her never to hesitate to call if she needs him. Back in Victor's office, Victoria and Nikki are pacing, annoyed that they are being forced to wait for his news. Adam strolls in, wondering if he's going to be fired already. Victor announces that he will be the permanent CEO of Newman Media. This outrages Nikki, who demands to know how he could do this to her. At Chancellor, Billy apologizes for accusing Lily of double-crossing him when they were splitting up the companies. She's a good person, and he never should have thought that. Nervously, she drinks from her empty glass. It's clear to him that this is where she's meant to be. Lily agrees. They hope the company will take off in ways that Catherine and Neil never imagined. At Sharon's place, she sits on the couch on her laptop. There's a knock at the door, and things seem fuzzy for her as she turns her head toward the sound. When she opens the door, it's Nick. She asks if he forgot something. He pulls her into his arms and passionately kisses her. Nick, meanwhile, is actually joining the others at Newman Enterprises. They recap what just happened, involving Adam and Newman Media. Victor says they can stop pretending that he's been pulling the wool over their eyes. He announces he's in the process of acquiring a company almost as big as theirs. Adam is surprised he'd admit such a thing exists. His father announces it will be Nikki's. She thinks this is some consolation prize and declares she has no familiarity with this company. He explains she knows it well. Her friend Catherine is looking down from heaven and approves. You are about to take control of Chancellor Industries, he declares. Nikki is shocked. Next on The Young and the Restless, Victor vows to protect Catherine's legacy. Victoria interrogates Adam, and Devin catches Abby off guard.